This was captured by another security officer who seems to be part of a pretty ghostly encounter. Apparently, the man stated that he was talking to a person at the time.
Who is he talking to? Dispatch to 329.
329, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to a elderly lady. I saw her walking by the store and she said she's looking for Mr. Griffin. Her name is Miss Abigail.
Did you say Miss Abigail?
Yes, ma'am. She says she wants to see Mr. Griffin, and I told her that the canvas is closed, that she should come tomorrow morning, and she might see Mr. Griffin.
Are you sure you're saying Miss Abigail? Like, she's been passed on for 2 years now.
Come again with that, please?
Miss Abigail is she died 2 years ago.
You mean you can't see the person I'm talking to?
No, there's nobody in front of you at all.
It turned out that the officer might have indeed been talking to a deceased person who was looking for somebody, maybe to deliver them one last message. The man swears to have seen this lady, and it is believed that this is one of the many mysterious encounters that have been documented at this station over the years. The following was found in the paranormal Reddit section, uploaded by Hen Brolo, the user tells us. This stems from my friend's home, and they have a security camera in their living room. No one was home at that time. They always felt that something was in there, even before he moved in. Something that tampered with their furniture, especially at night. Let's take a look at the door. Something is seemingly touching the door on the bottom and slowly closing it. But how is that possible? Especially since nobody was home. Some commenters think that it looks like a super thin arm is closing the door. Could that be so? Does this mean that something otherworldly was responsible for this? I mean, it does not look like a human arm, does it? This is the case of Joe Cummings, who captured something really creepy after installing a security camera in his kitchen area. The young man states that he noticed food disappearing overnight and that other several items were sometimes found in places where he certainly had not left them. After confronting his girlfriend, she denied to have been the culprit, making Joe actually question his sanity and then installing the CCTV camera. What he found was quite shocking, to say the least. A strange woman is crawling out of the crawl space on top of the kitchen area. She then keeps going through Joe's fridge, eating his food, checking the pantry, and hanging out for a little bit. Before Joe decides to go for a little midnight snack. The scary part is, Joe did not notice the freeloader in his kitchen and went back to bed. Can you imagine the imminent danger he might have found himself in? Shortly after, the woman returned back into the crawl space. When Joe checked the footage the following day, his jaw literally dropped to the floor, and he had police take care of the matter. What a creepy encounter. The next video was recorded in Santiago, Chile, in the year 2012. It was recorded by a father who was filming a group of children singing for the local church choir. He wanted to record the memories on his cell phone. He stated that he was absolutely sure that nobody else was with him in his seat row at that time. His camera, however, recorded something really interesting. Transparent person is walking in front of the camera. Very odd indeed. The man showed the footage to the priest after, who believed this to be an angel perhaps, who was visiting that day. Could this be? Guess we will never know for sure. The next video was shared by a bus driver who was just finishing up his shift when he noticed a stranger on the bus camera, which caught his attention initially, as this was the last stop he made. So he got ready to make his way up the upper deck to kick this person out.
Wah, betul lah. Pagi-pagi dah buat seram lah. Abi boleh ada orang kat atas kan? Sial kan, tak ada orang kan. Berderau darah aku lah, celaka betul lah. Aku puas jerit kan dia suruh turun tadi kat dekat tempat turun orang. Nak bawa lagi sini. Pokemon betul lah.
Nobody was there. The person he saw on the monitor was just vanished. And he had no idea how this was possible, as this had never happened before. The question is, was this all just a skit? Or did the man capture a passenger from the afterlife, perhaps? This video was captured by security guard Francisco de Ciudad, who has sent the video for review to Pasillo. Apparently the man was working a night shift in the region. People say that it is a notorious place for inexplicable events that all have been reported by different staff members over the years. Tonight, this man is documenting the latest happenings.
Es la planta 2, aquí vamos haciendo recorrido. Aquí está un poquito alusado. Ahorita no te quise poner nada porque hay una parte oscura, así como se ve allá al fondo.
Tonight, this man is documenting the latest happenings.
Son las máquinas donde hacen los wipers. ¿Sí? Bueno, no sé lo que hacen realmente, no te creas. Pero sé que aquí pues hay la gente operadora. ¿Sí? De mi lado izquierdo, pues es todo lo que es el almacén, lo que son las láminas de los wipers, bracitos, todo lo que es accesorio de los wipers, mi amor. De mi lado izquierdo, mi amor, hay unos baños, ¿sí? Hay unos baños que antes se usaban, pero ahorita pues están como abandonados. Todo esto es un pasillo donde se maneja todo eso.
He was alone that night, so who did he capture here at the end of the hallway? A ghost perhaps? A former worker? following video was shared by a concerned mother on her channel, the Mummy Wowpedia. They have CCTV cameras installed outside of the residence, and on one particular night, something terrifying seems to have been captured. She tells us, "I had a scary experience a couple of days ago. I saw something weird on our CCTV cameras. I watched it closer and I think I saw a ghost. I was so scared, but I couldn't find it after some seconds. We checked the backup, but couldn't find any ghost or paranormal thing as such. So today I noticed it again, when I was playing with my daughter. I immediately captured it with my phone. Guess what? I checked the backup video and found nothing. Again. Please take a look and tell me what you think."
You read the book, baby.
It looks like a lady who's leaning over the railing and resting her head on her hand. You can even make out the face a little, as well as her legs. It's a really mysterious encounter, since nobody seemed to have seen her in person, nor was she on the actual CCTV backup. Was it a ghost, reliving some of its memories? I couldn't say. What could have transpired here in your opinion? A pretty eerie video. This clip was uploaded by Jose Maria, who supposedly loves to go on hikes and caving adventures with a friend of his. This night they were just on their way home from another caving trip. So while this was not technically captured inside the cave, it was still in pretty close vicinity to the cave. The area around is said to be haunted since the dawn of time, and the young man's helm camera might have captured a glimpse of that. Whatever they captured here seems to be of pretty small stature and was perhaps wearing a black dress. Pretty strange, isn't it? Also, something seems to be wrong with this thing's face, and it does look like straight out of a nightmare. They have no explanation of what that could have been, other than one of the lost souls which are said to roam this area. Perhaps. Connor Finn was staying at the infamous Norbreck Hotel, which is said to be haunted by unseen forces. This night he decided to document his adventure. In the midst of night, which was around 3 AM, he made it out of his room to check out the hallway, in which several strange sightings had been documented over the years. Now, what could he come up with? He walked further down the hallway, and his camera seemed to have some interference issues all of a sudden. Strange. Once he comes across this dark room, he gets startled by something terrifying.
Give me any kind of noise to let me know that someone's around. show yourself on camera? Do you not have the strength to show yourself? Oh my god! Oh my. That got me. Oh. You show yourself? Oh my god!
The hotel staff stated the day after that they were not aware of any guest screaming in the night, and nobody else seems to have heard it, which is even weirder. Did he maybe come across a spirit? Or maybe just a person from the outside? What do you think? This video was shared by a concerned father who states that this evening he was playing a round of hide and seek with his kids and his wife. And apparently they do this relatively often. However, tonight something rather eerie and unexpected occurred.
I know, but we're downstairs.
Hard second here.
Oh, this is stressing me out.
You're stressed out.
What?
I need to change my diaper.
It seemed that the door was swung open by an invisible force, and after realizing this, the man was quite a bit afraid, and they are currently looking into what could have caused this. Was it perhaps something from another realm? The following recordings were documented by user Domadius. The young man just moved into a new apartment and states that recently pretty unusual events started unfolding. Doors moving by themselves and noises out of nowhere. This night he started to film these encounters. In particular, the bathroom seems to be a really curious room.
Is anybody in here? What in the... Hello? I swear you bet... Hello? You better not be pranking me right now. Oh! Guys, you literally will not believe this. I literally just had that door thing happening. And now I have that happening. There is nobody in there. And now I have my lights going on and off when I'm trying to sleep. This is absolutely ridiculous. This has been happening for the past 5 minutes. And like, how is anybody supposed to sleep? What the?
Did something peek out of the bathroom here?
Hello?
A few moments later, the poltergeist activity only intensifies.
Hey guys, just waking up, getting ready for work, and here we go once again. We got this door moving. We got my bathroom door moving. Hey, please stop, spirits. Please. I'm actually, like, honestly scared to go check right now, because what if something's like... Oh my... Oh... Please stop. Please.
But one of the most terrifying encounters was just about to unfold when Demadius woke up the same night and, yet again, heard some strange noises from the bathroom. The following unfolded. There was something standing in front of the closet. People believe that it was a negative shadow entity that likes to play tricks on him in there. How creepy. This video was forwarded by Phoenix11 and found on the Dark Dimension. The user told me that, yet again, we are looking at an older VHS recording that was taped by a real estate agent. The former owner, an elderly man, had passed away recently in this house. The family had put the house up for sale after this. The agent stated that the camcorder had never malfunctioned in the past, but this night there seemed to be a lot of glitches that appeared on the tape. There were also noises that sounded like screams in the background. Really weird, but the scariest thing was what happened after the camera filmed down from the first floor towards the living room. We clearly can see somebody sitting there, but nobody else was with the agent. So how was this possible? And then, in this malfunction, it looks like a creepy face appears on the video material. Was it the former owner, perhaps? This video was supposedly captured by the dashcam of a police officer who was out on patrol this night. It was a regular shift for him up until that point. But that changed rather quickly. The officer notices something strange on the road and then drives straight through it. He felt that something was not right and turned around right after to see if anything was there. We can clearly see a mist-like apparition that seemingly seems to float right through the police cruiser. It almost looks like a humanoid form. Strange, isn't it? Reason enough for the policeman to turn around. And then this thing appears again from the right side of the screen. Many people are sure that something paranormal was going on in this recording. Was it maybe a spirit on a nightly walk? Or what else could have caused these mist-like figures, in your opinion? pretty mysterious. The man in the following video was traveling on a narrow road in the middle of nowhere one night. Apparently this area is pretty notorious for scary incidents that have been reported over the last 100 years. The most common story, however, is the one about the lady in red, who can be seen ever so often, standing on the side of the road and looking at passing vehicles. It is said that she lost her life in this very area a long time ago, but that her spirit is still haunting these grounds. The man was pretty uneasy after noticing a figure in what appears to be a red dress. He states that all he wanted is to get home as soon as possible after noticing this thing on the side of the road. And I suppose it will remain a mystery if that was actually the lady in red or just a lost person. Tonya Sands has shared the next really odd encounter on her TikTok profile. She noticed that a toy that her family has stored on their porch is turning on by itself. Oftentimes, when the young woman is sitting on the outside stairs, she started interacting with the toy, and it seemed to respond to her.
So I'm doing the ripple effect like you guys asked me to. Whatever it is just stays right there. Do it again.
Wow, turning!
Do it one more time for me.
Wow, turning!
The only way you can get it to make that exact noise that it was making is to turn it to the right.
Wow, turning!
It won't do it again unless you put it in place and then turn it to the right again.
Wow, turning!
Besides the toy blinking and making noises, she also captured something even more unusual.
You can click this right here and it starts it.
Wow, turning!
It looks like a white figure that is appearing from behind the car. Perhaps the spirit that is tampering with the toy. Or do you think this is just Tonya's vivid imagination? To me, it looks like a little bit more than that. This is a pretty strange recording, which was submitted by Ronald, and apparently features two friends who were on their way to another friend, and they decided to travel on a supposedly very haunted road. It's not the first time that we hear about ghostly hitchhikers that like to catch free rides. Well, in the video, we see the driver hit the brakes for seemingly no reason. Based on his friend's reports, the driver stated to have seen somebody on the road and was afraid to hit that person. This is when things get really weird. After hearing a weird whisper from the back seat and turning around a second time, there seems to be a weird person sitting back there. Based on the passengers' reports, they did not see anything at the time, but the man recording also did not see any person standing on the road, like the driver had stated before, which makes this whole recording super strange in general. Did perhaps a ghost enter the vehicle, causing this whole scene? And why was the driver behaving so odd? There's a lot of questions for sure, and if it's not just a creepy skid, which could very well be, this video is one of the most mysterious ones tonight. This video was forwarded to me and it features a TikTok user named Sammy Guess, who just wanted to prank her little sister by surprising her with an unannounced visit into her room to startle her a little. But this turned into something different. Their home is apparently really old, and it's not the first time that mysterious events have unfolded. Is it haunted though? Let's see.
Hey, let's go get my sister. Hey, Charlie, watch out. What are you doing? Got you, me. Got you. Go, 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 go. Okay. Hey, Charlie. Oh my God, Danny.
What?
Literally, someone just ran in here, I think.
Huh?
Someone just ran in your room.
Well, after seeing all of that, it is pretty safe to say that there are some really creepy things going on. Have you seen the shadow person to the left? It is pretty odd looking, to say the least, and it just can be seen for a couple of frames before the girls ran past it. How terrifying. And what about that thing they caught peeking around the corner? Is it the same thing that we saw just moments earlier? Very likely, in my opinion. Is it a legit capture? We can't be certain here. Again, it could just be a friend or a family member, but it's pretty creepy. Next video was sent by Enrique, and it was supposedly captured by a man who was friends with Matt West, who was the original uploader of this clip. He was part of a renovation process of a house that was supposed to be remodeled. And before starting the project, the man was going through the property to document what needed to be done here and to get a glimpse for the rest of the crew, and didn't notice anything off when recording.
This is Eddie's house. It's a big old house. Mi hermano le está bien grandota la pieza. Puedes a buscar, güey. ¿Quieres chavarlo? That's it, or somebody steals something.
But there appeared to be something wrong when rewatching the video. Did you see that? What appears to be a wheelchair can be seen in the doorway. Interestingly enough, the man didn't see anything at the time. And after turning around, it almost looks as if the wheelchair is passing by. Unnecessary to say that there was nobody around that was actually in a wheelchair. So at what are we looking at here? Was it maybe the spirit of a former resident? Let me know. The following is a recording that was shared by user Abel3E. He had to share it with his viewers because what was captured frightened him to the core. A friend of his has a surveillance camera set up that watches over their backyard. This is the yard during daytime. As you might have already guessed, they believe that the camera has captured a ghost one night. His friend is living next to an abandoned house, and it is not further known if anything paranormal related was ever documented around that residence. Yet, one night, on the other side of the fence, a really creepy event got captured on video. When checking the surveillance footage one night, his friend almost got a heart attack. Now take a close look. It would appear that the spirit of a child is walking by. And make no mistake, could it be a coincidence that it is seen next to the swing set? Perhaps. What is your opinion? Could it just be a regular kid? But why would it be seen on an abandoned property in the midst of night? Let me know.